Okay, it's the first commercial after the first part of the finale of Big Brother, and oh my god, okay, I'm very, very happy that Paul has won the first part. I already knew that he won the first part, though, because I check up from time to time on, like, the BB updates on Twitter just to see what's going on, like, the live feeds, and I saw that Paul won the first part, and I think that I saw that Nicole won the second part. I don't know for sure, but all I care is that Paul won the first part, because I have been rooting for Paul since day one. Day one, when I saw him, I was like, that's my boy. I love him. I love Victor. Victor did not deserve to go. My god, Battleback King. But anyways, getting on topic, Paul won the first part. I'm very happy for him because he deserved to win. He deserves to win this whole goddamn game. Like, oh my god, Nicole and James are returners. They've already had their chance in the Big Brother house. They don't deserve to win. They don't deserve to come back for a second time and then win. Who deserves to win? That's Paul. Paul is new. Paul has played a great game. Paul deserves to win. I really, really hope that he wins. I don't know if he's going to win. I know that if I go online, I could probably look up if he wins, but I'm not going to do that because why would I want to do that and, like, miss the feeling in my soul when Paul wins? Like, if he doesn't, I'm gonna be so mad, but, like, whatever. I don't even know. If he gets to the final two, which he probably will, I don't know how the jury's gonna vote because I feel like they may not vote for Paul just because his social game has been, like, iffy with some people. So I don't know how that's gonna play out. All I do know is that they're going to have this big interview with the jury and Michelle is going to cry again. Big shocker. I'm done with Michelle and her crying, but, you know, we will see what happens in the next part. Okay, commercial number 2. I was right. Nicole did win part 2, which seemed pretty obvious since James completely messed up the first part of the challenge, and he got 19 minutes versus Nicole's 7 minutes, so, you know, it was pretty obvious he was going to win that one. But anyways, it's going to be Paul and Nicole in the third part of this challenge, and I'm, like, nervous because I don't want Nicole to win because I know if she wins she's gonna take James and not Paul, and I don't want that because Paul deserves to win. And just I really hope that he wins this one. But, like, the challenges that they're doing are, like, brutal. That challenge that they just did with the running just back and forth through all of those aisles just looks awful. I would never. Like, maybe I would if I was actually on Big Brother because, you know, it's Big Brother, but really running is just not fun and not cool. Like, that looked hard. And their endurance comps are awful too. Like, they look like some sort of forms of torture. Like, they're just standing on this little platform and trying to keep themselves up, and then just water sprays at them. And I'm just like, this doesn't look okay. But, you know, it's Big Brother. They do what they want. I'm just really hoping for the best with this. I'm hoping that Paul wins Big Brother, Victor wins America's Favorite, and that everything's good because I wanted Paul and Victor to be in the final 2. But, you know, because of outstanding circumstances, that can't happen. So I'm just gonna have to hope that Victor wins America's Favorite because why wouldn't he be America's favorite? Paul needs to win Big Brother because he played the best game and just everything will be perfect. I'm still a bit salty that there was no, like, diamond power veto that could have saved Victor for the third time, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm gonna see what happens with the third part and with the jury on the next commercial. Okay, so we had the jury meeting where they all talked about who they were going to vote for and how much they thought about them, and there was a lot of drama that was very unnecessary, mostly because of Michelle, because Michelle is so extra. But oh my, let's start with that then. Michelle needs to stop. I'm so done with her thinking that the idea for Nicole to get her out of the house was a personal move. It was not personal. It might have been just a little bit personal because, you know, Michelle obviously didn't like Nicole and Michelle made it personal, but on Nicole's side, it probably wasn't personal. You know why? Because that whole week, Michelle was talking about how, oh, if I get HOH, I'm gonna kick out Nicole. So obviously, if Nicole gets power, she's going to take preventative measures to get Michelle out of the house. It seems so obvious, and everybody was telling her that. And everybody was looking at her and being like, what the fuck are you talking about? When she was saying that it was a personal move, and then she, like, freaks out and, like, everybody's looking at me, and then she starts crying, and I'm just like, oh my god. She is so much sometimes. Even that doctor person past member guy that was like officiating this meeting or whatever was like trying not to laugh at her because she was being so much. Michelle's just too much. I don't like her. I did not like her game. I did not like her. I didn't like really anything that Michelle did. Michelle was just, no. No, Michelle. But I think I agree with a lot of the points that they made about the jury members and the games that they made, that Paul as the game player was a phenomenal player. And everybody's like, oh, we're a bit salty and a bit bitter towards Paul because him as a person is a bit of an asshole. And I'm just like, that's not what matters here, okay? We are voting for players. I don't care if him as a person is like the worst person in the world. He played a great game and therefore deserves to win. So ship it. Especially in comparison to Nicole and James. Like they said, James didn't do anything, and Nicole hid behind all the guys. They've done nothing, basically. Yes, they've made a few good game moves, and Nicole has taken some risks, James less risks, but still, Paul has done the most work. He has worked his ass off to get to the final 3. Paul deserves to win. It's that simple. But talking about the new Big Brother season, the fall season that's coming, like, next week. I'm not going to watch it because it's on BB All Access, and I'm not paying for that. But they're, like, going to have us vote for, like, past members to be in the house, which I'm not here for, because, like you've heard recently in this video, I don't like returning members. I feel like you've had your shot. Goodbye. It's it. Bye. You've already had your shot in previous seasons. You can go. They're gonna have, like, the people vote between Jason and Jose, and I'm like, doesn't it seem obvious? Everyone loved Jason. Everyone hated Jose. It just seems obvious on who everybody is going to pick. But, you know, maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe production is going to tamper with the votes. Who knows? I don't. Let's see what happens in the next part of the challenge on the next commercial. Paul won. Paul, your boy Paul, he won the 3rd challenge and he's in the final 2 and I am so happy. I've wanted him to win since like day 1 and he's finally gotten to final 2 and I am so happy for him. I wanted him to get this far because he deserved to get this far and I'm so happy for him. I'm like high-key shocked that he didn't get that question for Victor right though. Like Victor was like his other half in the house. Like how does he not know his answer? Like Nicole got Corey's answer right. Why didn't Paul get Victor's answer right? Like, but now Paul has to decide who he's going to take to the final 2, and I really think he should take James. Just because I feel like the votes are more in his favor if he takes James, because James did not play a game worth voting for. Nicole possibly did. Nicole, you could argue, played a game worth voting for over Paul, and people are still bitter on who Paul is as a person versus a player. They may choose to vote for Nicole. James is a great person, but an awful player, so he really doesn't have an argument to vote for him versus Paul. So I really feel like Paul should take James versus Nicole. And it makes sense. I just want Paul to win. Paul has the best odds, I think, if he takes James and not Nicole. But we will see what happens on the next commercial. I'm hoping so badly that Paul wins. I've been rooting for him for so long. He needs to win. Victor needs to win America's favorite because he is. Everything needs to go right. Everything just needs to go right. No. Paul, no. What did I just say? I said you need to take James, and now he's taking Nicole, and now he's not gonna win. Like, oh my god, if all of the odds are somehow in my favor and he does win, I will call it a miracle. But the odds aren't in his favor. Nicole has played arguably a good enough game that she deserves the votes over Paul, specifically because he has pissed a lot of people off. But if people can see it for what it really is and see that Paul has played a better game than Nicole, he will win. But I don't think that they're going to do that because a lot of people in there don't think straight, like Michelle. But let's talk about the fact they're about to go into the interrogation part of the show, and this is my favorite part of finale because it's very dramatic, and there's like always dramatic music, and it's like very CSI and NCIS style where it's very intense, but it really shouldn't be because this is just a game show, but it's a great moment, and I really like to see all the questions that they ask and the answers, and I really feel like this is the point where Paul can flip a lot of votes. Not maybe a lot of them, because I don't think many votes are that malleable, but I feel like he could definitely flip some votes because he's very good with words, and that is his strong suit. He had great manipulation skills. I was about to say he had a great social game, but no, he had great manipulation skills. So if he can use them right now, he can get some more votes, which is what he needs. Let's just hope for the best and see what happens on the next commercial. Okay, they just did like the interrogation question thing, and I think a lot of Paul's answers were really good and showed a lot of the house guests why he deserves to win the $500,000, and I really hope that this section really flipped a lot of the votes. Maybe not a lot, but at least some of the votes, because some of Nicole's answers were really stupid. Like when she just said that she just sat back and watched a lot of things happen and didn't play the game. Like Paul straight up said that he was gunning it. He was always in the forefront. He was always playing the game. And he also brought up the point that I've been bringing up for the whole time. He isn't a vet. Like Nicole, I get Nicole's point when she's talking about how her whole game was like it was all out in the open. Like if you watched her season, you knew her strategy. But you know a lot of the tricks of the Big Brother house once you've already been in it. Paul is a newcomer. He deserves to win. It's just obvious. Nicole's already had her shot. Moving on from that, let's try to count the votes. I'm going to try to guess to see who votes which way, because I honestly don't know. It seems like it's going to be a close vote because I honestly, I don't really know who's going to vote either way, because I thought before that a lot less votes were going to go to Paul, but now that I've seen the people, reacting to his answers, I'm thinking otherwise, but okay, let's just count it. There's going to be, obviously, Corey for Nicole, Victor for Paul. And then from what Davon said at the beginning when she really didn't want Paul to be out there, I'm guessing that she's going to vote for Paul. Michelle's going to vote for Paul just because she hates Nicole. And I think there's a higher possibility that James is going to vote for Nicole just because Paul voted out James. I think Natalie is also going to vote for Nicole just because Paul evicted James, and if I remember correctly, I think Victor put up James and Natalie, and because Victor's aligned with, Paul, there's the connection. I think she just will vote for Nicole. And then there's Bridget. Bridget's really a toss-up, because I think she may vote for Nicole, but I don't feel like she likes her enough, and I think she can realize the strategy within Paul's game in order to vote for him. So I think she may vote for Paul because she's smart enough to realize that his game was better. Polly, who I think will vote for Nicole just because Nicole and Corey and Polly all work together. And as you can see, this is a 4-4 vote. It's really close, at least to me. And then there's Zakia, who I have no idea which way she's voting. She's just like Bridget, she could really vote for either one. I think she may just vote for Nicole because Polly's voting for Nicole. That sucks and it's stupid, but I think that's really how it's going to vote. I think it's going to be a 5-4 vote, and I don't think Paul's going to win because Paul didn't choose to take James, but I really hope that I'm wrong. I really hope that a lot of these people vote for Paul. I hope Zakia votes for Paul and just people realize that his game was better. But we will see on the next commercial. I really, really hope that he wins because he deserves it. But we will see. We will see. I have to wait for another commercial until I find out who wins, and I'm not here for this. I need to know, right now. I need to know whether or not Paul won, because I think he might actually have won, because I don't think that Paulie voted for Nicole, because he said the person who played the best game overall, and we all know that that was Paul. Come on. So I think he might have voted for Paul. So just, I think he won. I'm pretty sure he won, but I don't know. I have to wait 2 minutes to find out. I know that's not a long time, but it's killing me inside. I need to know right now, and I know I can just look it up, but that's not the same feeling within your soul. You need to feel the achievement and the pride. And I know that I didn't do anything, but I'm proud of Paul. Okay? I'm proud of my boy. Like, he's worked so hard. Like, his speech at the end was great. He has iconic speeches. Like, Nicole's speech was a flop. His speech was king. His speeches are amazing. His speech was so, like, well-rounded and had great transitions. It was like those speeches that they try to teach you to write in high school. They're just perfect speeches. Perfect speech. Had a great intro. Had great body paragraphs and supporting details and a great conclusion. It's great. Paul's speech was great. And I think it showed and it proved to a lot of the house guests why he deserves to win Big Brother. He was on the block so many times, and he's worked so hard to win, and he deserves it. He really does over Nicole. If you just think of their games and what they have done, what they have won, Paul deserves to win. And that part in Paul's speech where he said that he won the most comps within the household, and it was like, no offense, Victor, that was adorable. It was real cute, because yeah, like, Victor was the comp king, until Paul just won that comp and then topped it by 1. So Paul has won the most comps. He has played the best game and he is here in the final 2. And if that doesn't prove that he deserves to win, I don't know what will. But we will see. We will see. Hopefully the next time that I come back, who wins? I hope. Oh my god, I so hope that it's Paul. If there's anything good in the world, Paul will win. Just, oh my god. Let's all hope. It's whatever. It's whatever. I'm not salty. It's fine. It's whatever. It's just a show. It's whatever. But did I not say that if he chose Nicole, he wasn't gonna win? Fuck, man. I was so stressed, though. It was like Paul, Nicole, Paul, Nicole, Paul, Nicole. I thought Davon was going to vote for Paul, because she said anybody but Paul, and my girl let me down. Like, I was literally about to start crying when I saw that the last one was Nicole. Like, my heart dropped. Like, I'm so upset. I'm probably not as upset as Paul, because he deserved to win, but it's whatever. Like, and oh my god. So I guess there's nothing good in the world, or none of you hoped with me. Fuck, man. He deserved to win. He deserved to win. It's over. It's over. This game sucks. Literally every season that I watch, nobody that I wanted to win won. Because this game sucks. Why do I continue to watch it every summer? Because I'm trash. It's whatever. It's whatever. I'm fine. I'm not salty. It's whatever. Now, all we gotta do is just hope that Victor wins America's favorite. And if he doesn't, then we know this game is truly fucked and should be canceled. But we will see. Next commercial, I guess. Okay, so something went right. Victor won America's favorite, which he deserved. 4 million votes. My boy. My boy. I'm really happy for him. Paul was so happy for him. A+ duo right there. Not salty. I'm not salty. If I keep telling myself I'm not salty, I will stop being salty. Just, Paul deserved to win. Paul deserved to win. I literally give 0 fucks that Nicole was the first woman to win against a man. I give 0 fucks. Like, Nicole didn't deserve to win. But it's whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. You gotta fake it till you make it. If I keep telling myself it's whatever, it'll be whatever. It's whatever. I just sort of feel bad for Paul right now, just because he's probably going to be questioning that for the rest of his life. Like, if I took James, would I have won? And the answer is yes. Because let's think of the votes this way. If it was Paul versus James, almost all of the votes would have been in Paul's favor, except for maybe Natalie. Everybody could see that Paul's game was far superior to James. It was no competition between James and Paul. He would have won if he took James, but he didn't. And he took Nicole, and it was a 5-4 vote. And it sucks, because I know that if he took James, he would have won. And I said it, I knew it. If he took James, he would have won, and to not take Nicole, because Nicole was going to win if he took her. And look where we're at now. in a fucked up land where Nicole won Big Brother. And, like, it's not that I hate Nicole. I like Nicole. She's a fine person. But she didn't deserve to win, especially because she's a returning competitor. Nicole did not deserve to win. She just didn't deserve to win. Paul deserved to win, and it's just as simple as that. Let's focus on the happy things then. Victor won. Victor won, America's favorite. I'm very happy. He was like crying. I'm so proud of him. He deserved to win. Because yeah, he was America's favorite. Victor was the best. Victor and Paul deserved to be in the final two. But no, people were threatened by him, and rightfully so, because Victor was the best. Victor was amazing. This season did not go the way that I wanted. I wanted Paul and Victor to be the final two. But I guess you don't get what you want. And I know that line's supposed to end with you get what you need, and I don't really think that I needed Nicole to win this season, so I guess that lie is a lie. The whole game was like rigged against him and Victor anyways. There was no way he was gonna win. But he deserved to win.